Mac. First name is MacKenna, and everybody called him, we all called him Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, handsome guy. MacKenna Anthony.
Yeah, Mac was, he started playing drums when he was 9 years old, and he was just took to it right away. Just an incredible, he had just a natural talent. And played all the way through high school. And
look how proud he looks right there. He's pretending to look like that, like kind of austere,
Well,
is austere a word?
Yeah, it is. After music school, he went to USC Music School, and then he went on tour. He was touring around overseas and around the country with different bands and whatnot. He came to work for the Gary Sinise Foundation in 2017.
Wow.
He just was kind of tired of the road, and I kept kind of bugging him a little bit. Well, why don't you dip your toe in the water and just come and work at the foundation part-time? And he started to do it, and he fell in love with the mission. And that's Mac and I on one of our trips where we took probably about 45 World War II veterans down to the National World War II Museum.
In New Orleans?
In New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we take them with our program called Soaring Valor. Mac fell in love with that program and just loved being around the veterans. And he was just getting so into working with the foundation. He also was a great composer and wrote music for the foundation. And then in 2018, he was diagnosed with a very rare cancer called chordoma. It starts in the spine, and he had his initial tumor removed in September of 2018, but the cancer came back in May of 2019. He stayed working for the foundation while he was going through treatment until the end of 2019, and then things got very, very hard for him. And you can see him there in a wheelchair. He was disabled by the cancer, couldn't walk anymore, couldn't play any music anymore, wasn't thinking about music at all for 2020, 2021, 22. In early 2023, and this is a story that you see there that I posted on the Gary Sinise Foundation website about 6 weeks after he died. He worked for the foundation, and I wanted people to know that we lost one of our team, and people, I didn't talk about this for 6 years while we were going through it. We were just going through cancer and trying to fight it and hoping we would find some drugs that worked, and Mac tried 25 different drugs during a 4.5-year period, and nothing worked. And it's a rare cancer. I mean, there's no cure for it. So, yeah, in early 2023, though, he said to me, "Dad, I've been thinking about this piece of music that I wrote in college that I never finished, and I'm thinking I'd like to try to finish it." And, he hadn't been thinking about music at all. When he said that, I was just like, I was so knocked out by that. I said, yes, do it. And so he teamed up with a couple of my band members who he knew. Mac was our number 2 drummer. If my guy, Danny Gottlieb, couldn't be there, Mac would play. Wow. He grew up around the band. He knew all the band. Everybody loved him. So he went to work with Dan Myers and Ben Lewis to start fleshing out this piece called Arctic Circles. And by July of 2023, he was in the studio right there recording. And he also played harmonica. He picked up harmonica in his hospital bed. He couldn't play drums, so he picked up the harmonica and he started playing. And that's Mac playing the great American classic folk tune Shenandoah.
Oh, yeah.
With a string section behind him. And you can see that video. You can see Arctic Circles and other videos at Mac Sinise YouTube. And hear some of this music on the YouTube. You can also download it. And Mac ended up, after these sessions for Shenandoah and Arctic Circles, he decided he wanted to do a whole album. So along with his buddy Oliver Schnee, composing buddy that's Oliver right there, from
USC,
they went to work